Let's talk some swim worms. This is the Big Bots Tour Swim. I do throw the Backwater Baits speed worm and also the Zoom Magnum speed worm. This is just one I had in my hand here. It was close to me. So let's look at it. Most of them come with the tail together. It makes a big paddle. It gives off a little different vibration, a little harder thump. If you're fishing at night, you may want to leave it together. I tend to tear them. I kind of like the vibration of it being torn. It's a little faster, a little tighter, just a little different sound. How I rig these, I rig them with an offset or EWG hook, and I just Texas rig it. Just a standard Texas rig with your weight on top here. One thing you'll want to do is make sure your tail is pointing downward. It doesn't work if the tail is up. It just won't vibrate. It just makes the worm do crazy things. I do peg the weight. I didn't peg it here because I wanted to show you why. If you're fishing any kind of structure, grass, or anything like that, and your weight and your worm get separated, your worm could be on one side of a branch and your weight on the other side. And when you set the hook, you're having to pull that weight up before you get a good hook set. And that's a lot of energy wasted. So I peg it so when you pull, it's together. That's one thing I make sure I do every time. Is just put a little bobber stop like this right here. I'll tie my hook to my weight, then I put a bobber stop to keep it together. That way it doesn't separate, and I don't waste energy trying to pull up slack line before actually getting any kind of penetration. How I fish these, I like to slow roll them through grass, through brush piles, around docks, letting it hit everything. You want to make contact with what you're fishing around to get that reaction bite. If you're fishing a bank that has like shell beds, very little structure, I'll slow roll it and just let it bounce on the bottom. I very rarely let the bait stay in the water column without hitting anything. The weight sizes all depends on how deep I'm fishing. If I'm fishing structure, I don't want a heavy weight because I don't want it to dig into the structure. I don't want to get hung up in the limbs, the grass, or around docks or anything like that. So I go as light as I can get away with, so I'm still ticking the grass or the brush piles. On do nothing banks, ledges, channel swings, I fish the lightest weight I can get away with where it's still hitting the bottom. I can still feel the contact. So I want it to bounce around. I don't want to drag it on the bottom. I'm not fishing a jig or a shaky head. There is another version of the speed worm or swim worm I do fish. This is the Berkley Power Baits. It's the Speed Boss. It has two tails on the back. They got little ridges, so you get two tails making the vibration, a little different sound. I like fishing this at night. It is great during the daytime, but at night you got both those tails working, so it gives off a little more vibration, helps the fish locate a little better. Out here on a big old grass flat, just throwing a backwater bait speed worm. Grass is out here in about 6 foot of water. I'm just throwing it out there as far as I can and just kind of slow rolling it back. With a speed worm, you just want to let it tick everything. You want it to hit every bit of grass that you can. Really make contact. Keep it in contact with the grass, just tick it, and hopefully something ticks back. About that. There you go. So, yeah, speed worm. So you just want to let it hit everything, let it keep ticking the grass, slow roll it, and hope this helps. I really appreciate you guys watching. Please leave a comment, like, share, subscribe. I really appreciate it. It helps me grow my channel. And speed worm.